had so many people die in my life, like a lot. And I could say about half of them all have a voodoo story behind it, okay? Whether it was,
Oh, li te pou lot fom sou mari, pou sa yo tiye.
Oh, li pat vle peye child support, li tiye ti moun nan. Don't I have anything better to do? Like, come on, bro. Like, people can die of natural causes. People can die of health conditions. People can just die to die. Hello, bonsoir. I am the Mademoiselle, and today we are going to talk about how to tell if someone is putting a voodoo hex on you. And I say voodoo hex on you because realistically speaking, contrary to popular belief, voodoo is a religion. It is not magic. When people say they want to know if someone put a voodoo hex on them or they want to do voodoo on someone, they're actually talking about like baneful magic or like black magic. Not per se you doing voodoo on someone, however, that is the term that is always used. This video is not for the religious people who are going to come and try to condemn people for their beliefs, okay? If someone believes in something different than you, you should definitely respect that because you want people to respect what you believe in. No, I do not practice voodoo. No, I mean, I know a lot of people who practice voodoo, so I'm not even about to lie about that. But the point is, this video is for you who are seeking help, who want to know how to lift a hex, okay? How to lift a voodoo curse. First things first, stop calling it a voodoo curse because technically that's not really what it is. Doing voodoo, whatever the case may be, is not all about dolls and burning chickens and burning goats and sticking needles and shit. It's definitely not. Y'all need to stop. Like I don't understand what America, what Hollywood, what Europeans have done to this religion, but it's really, really sad and it's really, really disheartening. Like, it's not about that. It's all about religious practice. It's all about spiritual awakenings. It's not about hexing people, killing people, and bringing harm onto others, contrary to popular belief. For people doing voodoo on them, what they really mean to say is that they have been hexed or cursed, okay? And since they associate this person with voodoo, they just lump it all together and be like, oh, voodoo is bad, voodoo is black magic, this person is doing this, that, and the third. Voodoo is not black magic. Voodoo is a religion, okay? It's a religious practice just like anything else. However, there are people who do voodoo and also do black magic, who practice Bane magic, who also practice magic that is not beneficial, that can hurt other people. Ever since I made my first Haitian voodoo video, people have been contacting me, asking me how to lift curses off of them. And it's like, listen, I just made a video about Haitian voodoo. I am not no Ogun. I am not a witch. I don't practice any of that. I have no power when it comes to lifting curses. And from what I've noticed from a lot of these people, they seem to have done something to someone, okay? They always hit me up and they're like, oh, you know, I just broke up with my girlfriend after I cheated on her. I think she did voodoo on me. Or, you know, my aunt really hates me because like one day I hit her and ever since then all of this bad shit has been going on to me. Not always just like Haitian voodoo, usually it's like Santeria or Bruja or all this other stuff, and it's just like, first of all, first things first, I gotta let y'all know, a lot of things are in your head, okay? I know damn well as a Haitian person watching this, you have constantly heard your parents attribute something to fucking voodoo. No one can die of natural causes.
Yo tiye, c'est voodoo qui fait.
C'est voodoo, non, et pas malade, non, voodoo qui pon lui.
Et diable qui mange.
Y'all need to stop this shit, okay? Y'all need to stop this shit. A lot of the time, it is in your head, okay? A lot of times, people use the fact that they practice voodoo and use that as a fear monger for other people, okay? I ain't gonna lie. When I was younger and people used to make fun of Haitians and shit, I was guilty. I used to be like, keep fucking with me. I'm gonna make sure you turn this up. Go. I still say that shit. It's funny as fuck. I don't practice it, but it's one of those things where it's like, some people practice voodoo and they know other people are afraid of it, so they'll try to make it seem like they're doing something to you, and they're not. And a lot of times, it's just in your head. Also, please be aware that a lot of shit just fucking happens, okay? There's such thing as just karma. If you're one of those people that does bullshit to people, okay? No matter if it happened 1 year ago, last week, 2 years ago, it's going to come back full circle, just like for the person who is putting a hex on you. Now let's get into that. So technically the term is not doing voodoo on you, because voodoo is a religion. No one can do Catholic on you. No one can do baptism on you. No one can do Jewish on you, okay? For whatever reason, voodoo has been turned into something very, very negative, and I don't really like it. But I do understand why people say voodoo, because it is, you know, associated with black magic, but the correct term is hex, okay? Someone has put a hex or a curse on you. So realistically speaking, the only way to get the spell lifted from to know who did it to you, why, and what kind of magic they use. If you genuinely know that your baby mother hates you and she put a spell on you, she put a hex on you, she put a curse on you, the best thing to do is identify why she did this and apologize. I know, very simple, but this is with anything in life, okay? Even if the person hasn't put a spell on you, there is also a such thing as people wishing bad upon you. There is a such thing as evil intention. If you sit there and you conjure up enough negative energy towards someone, bad shit will eventually start to happen to them. And then for you doing all of that bullshit, wishing and hoping that that person will have bad shit happen to them, it's gonna come back to you. So realistically speaking, the world is balanced all the time. What goes around always comes right back around. So just know that sometimes you're not hexed. You might just be motherfucking paranoid. You might just be living out your karma. And sometimes it may not be someone putting a hex on you. Put anything. If you put fuel to it, if you put energy to it, if you are constantly thinking, oh my God, I have a hex put on me. Oh my God, this person's trying to kill me. Oh my God, I have horrible luck. Oh my God, all of these bad things are happening to me. Realistically speaking, it's going to happen. It's going to fester into something way worse because you're putting energy into it. The more you do not think about it, the more you deviate away from it, it will most likely go away, because sometimes it's really not a spell. Sometimes it is a spell and you only put energy into it the more you think about it. Another thing is, a lot of people say, if you believe in Jesus, okay, if you accept Jesus Christ your Savior and be like, hey, yo, Lord, I am for you and you only, it will also go away. However, there are some really, really powerful spells out there. There are lots of different types of spells that people can put on you. Some that cause death, some that cause bad fortune, some that cause infertility, some that cause generational curses. Like, there are so many different ones. Like, it's very much so possible. But nonetheless, no one in the voodoo religion, or no one in general, just goes around hexing people for no fucking reason. So like I said, it's best to just go fucking apologize and get that shit wiped out than to sit there and go through all of this shit trying to figure out who, what, where, when, and why, okay? Think about it. What did you do? Who did you do it to? When, where, why, and what kind of magic did they do? People always be on this whole, oh, if you believe in God, it won't affect you. Oh, if you believe in God, blah, blah, blah. It always cracks me up when people are sitting there like, oh
My God, they did voodoo on me. I know they did this.
if you are such a God-fearing person, okay, you wouldn't even know if someone did voodoo on you. Like, realistically, you would only know if someone for a fact did voodoo on you if you did voodoo yourself, or if you practiced it, or if somehow you studied it. No one ever would know. Like, you gotta really think about it, because it's one of those things that's very, very meticulous. Like, it's not as fucking like Hollywood as people make it seem. It's not one of those things where it's like you're gonna walk around and, you know, birds are gonna come flying and pick your eyes out, or one of those situations where you're gonna wake up and a black cat is gonna be staring you in the face, or a black crow is gonna be circling out. It's not like that, okay? Fuck all that Hollywood shit. It's some bullshit, okay? I'm telling you this right now, like, it's some bullshit. Nonetheless, it's very important that if you cannot figure out who did what to you and why, you need to seek the help of a voodoo priest or priestess, aka a ongon, a witch doctor, a healer, a psychic, a pastor, a priest, something of a higher entity of the spiritual realms, okay? Because if not, you most likely will not be able to lift it yourself. There are some things you can try before you go that route. There are ways to tell if there has definitely been a hex put on you. One thing I've always heard of is the egg method. Basically, you have someone roll a regular egg, like a cold, non-boiled egg on you. So they just rub it around your body, and when you crack it, if it's like black or like different colors in the inside, that basically tells you that someone has sent bad, someone has sent harm upon you. So that's a very, very easy way to tell. Also, there's a method with water and oil in a bowl. Basically, you put olive oil in a bowl, water, oil on the top, and it forms that little dot. You put your hands on the rim, like right there. And if the water dissipates, then basically it says that there's some imbalance in you, you know, like that someone may be attacking you. But that doesn't necessarily say that there's a hex on you. You could just be imbalanced due to stress, due to all types of shit. Like there's many different ways to tell. And you can also just go to a healer, a psychic, or whatever the case may be, and they can tell you as well. But when seeking these people, you need to be very, very careful. Don't just go to someone who is dibbling and dabbling in voodoo and just researching shit for entertainment or researching shit because they're interested like me. I don't know nothing. I cannot help you lift no motherfucking voodoo curse, okay? I don't know. You're gonna have to go to someone that is powerful, that has power, that's been practicing, that knows what the fuck they're doing, who has pure intention. Because realistically, a lot of these people don't have the purest intentions. And that's with any religion, any type of person, from any type of place. You may go to someone, pay them all of this money to do something, and then all of a sudden, you realize that you're out of hundreds, thousands of dollars, and they didn't do shit for you. I've had a lot of people contact me and tell me that they went to this, that, and the third, and all they did is take their money, and the spell is still there. Therefore, make sure you go to someone who is legitimate, ask around. The only way you're gonna find someone legitimate is realistically going to these communities where these religions are practiced and, you know, finding someone who legitimately knows what the fuck they're doing. Everything is very, very like specific. So if you think someone did voodoo on you in Haiti, you can't go to Nigeria. Like you have to go to the specific person that it, like the specific type of religion, the specific type of magic that was put on you in order to reverse it, cure it, or send whatever it is the person did to you back onto them. Now, once you have got this spell lifted or something where it's like, you know, you now feel protected, it is very important to get things to protect yourself from getting another spell. You should definitely get charms. You can also do simple things like sprinkling rosemary, sprinkling salt. Like there are so many things, you can definitely look those up. There's like lots of things you can do to protect yourself from being attacked spiritually. You can also just seek guidance in a professional that will tell you specifically what to do. But again, please make sure they're legitimate. I have had so many people die in my life, like a lot. And I could say about half of them all have a voodoo story behind it, okay? Whether it was old.
Oli dépend notre femme sous mariée, ça y est.
Only pas de payer child support. It's your team
Don't I have anything better to do? Like, like, come on, bro. Like, people can die of natural causes. People can die of health conditions. People can just die to die. Like, if it's your time to go, it's your time to go at the end of the day. I'll never understand all of these crazy behind superstitions and all of these crazy behind, like, theories behind all these people's deaths. Like, I don't think I've ever really heard of many Haitian people dying from something that they've been diagnosed with, okay? It's always, oh, yo, to like, come on, bro. One telltale sign that I've noticed amongst everyone, I believe, who has been hexed for real, because a lot of the times I don't believe this shit and I think it's in their head, but the times where I believe people have been hexed for real, it's always been something bad happening to them in terms of health that cannot be explained. Like, one day they're perfectly fine, next day they have a fever and they just die, type shit. Or one day, you know, they were 9 months pregnant, all of a sudden the kid just dies. Like, and there's no explanation. Not any type of diagnosis that was known beforehand. Or the person gets unexpectedly sick with something that is easily curable, and for whatever reason, it just goes downhill really fast. Those are the only situations I can be like, alright, maybe black magic, maybe at play here, maybe, but like, I'm just saying, we do need to stop saying that people have killed people with voodoo due to malicious intent, okay? It's not voodoo, it is black magic, it is not the same fucking thing. People just lump it together, okay? You can't say people have used voodoo for a bad thing, just like any other religion, but realistically, that's not really what it's called. Even I've been guilty of saying, oh, they did voodoo on the person, but that's really not what it is. It's something completely different. It's a whole nother sector, like, whole nother sector. Down in the comment section, explain, because I don't think I'm explaining this well, but I feel like those of you who understand where I'm coming from, but can't bring bad onto someone with a religion, if that makes sense. Like, there are a lot of people who practice voodoo who do bad things, so that is why a lot of people will be like, okay, the person did voodoo on me, they practice voodoo, this shit is bad, because the white man told me it was bad, and now these bad things are happening to me, they did voodoo on me. So that's how they associate it. That's it for this video. Comment down below, have you ever heard anyone contributing bad luck to them as voodoo or anything else in terms of people dying, bad luck, whatever the case may be, as a voodoo curse? Have you thought that you've been hexed? Anyone close to you been hexed? Let me know what you did. Let me know if it worked, and let me know if you have any legitimate practicing witch doctors or anything like that around you. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, get your merchandise, and I'm gonna see y'all